Good evening and welcome to Triton High School for tonight's basketball matchup between the Lady Rams of Lynn Classical High School and your Triton Vikings. Participating student athletes, coaches, and contest officials have worked diligently to prepare for the day's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all those who are in attendance. Ensure that your behaviors reflect the values that should be identified with these student athletes. Assume responsibility for your behavior and the behavior of those around you. If you require assistance, please call upon the Triton official who will be walking around. And at this moment, our great nation has persevered through the leadership and sacrifices of the men and women who have served or are currently serving in our armed forces. And at this time, we'd like to invite both veterans and current military personnel to stand while we thank you for your service to our country. And now for the starting lineups, starting with the Rams from Lynn Classical High School. Number 2, Savannah Tang. Number 4, Nevaeh F. Number 5, Jada Tejada. Number 11, Keisha Perez. And number 20, Divine Iguda. The Rams are coached by Tom Sawyer, Charlie Berry, Rob Smith, and Janice Hill. And now for your Vikings. Number 2, Lily DeAndrea. Number 4, Bella Burrell. Number 5, Ava Johnson. Number 12, Mia Dupuy. And number 24, Margaret Welch. The Vikings are coached by the Douglas family and Eric McCarthy. And at this time, we'd like all of you to stand as you're able. We'll be asked to play our national anthem.
All right, welcome to Byfield, Massachusetts, Triton Regional High School, home of the Vikings. We're here on a Tuesday night for a matchup between the Triton Vikings girls basketball. I'm starting to say varsity and then I end up saying volleyball. Girls varsity basketball team against Lynn Classical. And I'm Patrick Heffernan, joined by Triton alum Ben Hall. Ben, tell us what do you expect to see out of this game? You've seen a lot of this Triton team this year.
I expect to see a physical game. The girls in white are always tough out on the court. Try to move as fast-paced as they can and They had a close matchup against this team, I think maybe a week or two ago. I'm not sure the exact score, but it was a close game. So with the home field advantage here, I'm excited to see what the Vikes can bring out.
So you're right. It was about a week ago, and it was 39-35, just a 4-point loss for the Vikings, which Coach Dulles attributed to turnovers and rebounds. So that's the first thing we got to look for out of the Vikings tonight is can they keep control of the ball and can they get some rebounds? Our starting lineup tonight, we got Mia Dupuis, Margaret Welch, Lily DeAndrea, Bella Burrell, and Ava Johnson out on the court for the Vikings. And Lynn Classical scores first. I have no idea what their mascot is. Do you have any idea?
I don't either.
I guess they're the Classics. What else can we call them, right?
Yeah.
Inside. Nice pass inside. Can't get the shot off, and they're going to call travel. I hate that call so much. I'm going to start first possession from the Triton Vikings. I'm already going to complain about the rest, but I really hate that high school travel call.
It is a tough one.
Every other level of this sport, you can get a little bit of grace from the referees when you're on the court.
Yeah, it's a tough one. She's going down. She loses control of the ball there, so you might hope that they let it play out and see if we can get a score out of that possession.
Good strong defense inside, forces the turnover. Margaret kind of doing a little backup thing. And hey, we got a strong student section tonight. Look at that.
Glad that the fellas came out tonight. Looks like probably some of the basketball team. I know the girls team made an effort to go out to one of their games last week, so always good to see.
And they don't play tonight because I don't think Lynn Classical is not a in-conference team. That should be going the Vikings' way. Yeah, it is. So before the game, Coach Dulles was saying number 11 is one to keep an eye on. That she's got some pretty good handle, but right there, some good defense from Triton. And the last game I saw on Friday night, Triton played Newburyport, and that was the thing that stood out was how well they played defense. Despite the 20-point loss, they really had a good defensive game. We'll see if they can keep that up tonight. And there's a turnover again, number 11 again. Good drive, doesn't go though. It's going to go out. It's going to be Triton ball. We'll take it, right?
We'll take that one for sure.
So the offense hasn't quite clicked yet. It's only 2 minutes in, I know, but they haven't quite found their rhythm. They really struggled against Newburyport to get into a rhythm on offense.
Yeah, need to find the open shot and take it when you have it.
Now, Margaret, is she afraid to shoot from the three, or is she just not her shot?
I don't think she's necessarily afraid to shoot from three. She'll definitely let one fly, but she definitely needs to catch it in stride and be pretty open for her to feel comfortable taking the three-point shot.
Definitely going to have a physical matchup inside tonight. Little tip there by Mia Dupuis. Quick hand. She's just one of those girls that's all over the court. Really good court vision. A junior this year, right, Dupuis?
Yep.
And there's another turnover. Yeah, number 11 again. Number 11's not going to keep missing layups, although she just did there. And a rebound by their point guard. Gets off a three, it doesn't go. Strong rebound inside, strong move inside. That ball doesn't go.
Yeah, second, third chance, and
the fourth one finally goes. Yep. So Coach Dulles again was saying before the game that they made shots that they didn't normally make, but that's one, if you give them enough chances, they're going to make those shots. Swinging the ball, not just getting off a clean shot. Only been one or two the entire time for Triton here. Strong move inside, she's fouled. There we go. So that'll be Lily DeAndrea going to the line. Oh, not going to the line. Just calling the body on the floor. Okay.
Let's see what set play Dulles has drawn up here.
Way out to Margaret, doesn't go. Not quite strong enough pass. So again, the defense has been fantastic. Margaret Welch with a nice block there. They're going to call something underneath. First foul on the Vikings. Call on Burrell that time. Into the game, we got Mackenzie Burns, 33, just a freshman. Has not been an easy shot for either team tonight. There was maybe one layup, but it was still contested. Everything else has been just a struggle to get it offensive off. No, on the floor. 3 seconds. So one thing we're not seeing from Lynn Classical is any kind of press. I know Triton doesn't typically press, but they struggled a little bit last week with Newburyport's press. But Lynn Classical maybe just doesn't have the skill to run the court like that. There's a block that is going right to the line for Mackenzie Burns. That was a little chaotic there.
I know. I thought maybe 11 for Lynn Classical was going to get a fourth steal for the game, but ends up, good hustle from the Vikes there, and they throw back into the Viking end. Yeah,
we don't have our stats guy here tonight, unfortunately, Mr. Gundram, but he would no doubt be keeping track of steals at this point because there's been an awful lot. And I think you're right, probably 4 on the night. And so then the first points on the board for the Triton Vikings comes from the freshman Mackenzie Burns. She knocks in her first free throw. And her second.
Hopefully that just eases the tension a little bit here for the Vikes and maybe leads to a little bit more offensive production.
Yeah, it's halfway through the fourth quarter. It looks like the Lynn Classical's already taken out their center, brought in somebody else who's almost as tall to play in that role. Spin move in the lane, doesn't go. Rebound for Lynn Classical. They look like North Reading, in the green and white, green and yellow.
They do, and was it North Reading or North Andover, another team that ran that press that was difficult for Triton to break. But no, this season I haven't seen Dallas have them run the press much at all in any of the games that I've been to.
So Addison Ewell called for the foul on that. She's in the game as well now. She's also a freshman. So it's a young team playing for Coach Dulles this year. Long 3 drops. Nice shot by number 5 for Lynn Classical. Trying to find their rhythm on offense. Margaret not inside as much as she usually is. That's a long 3. Gonna miss. Pressure from Triton, but still almost 30 seconds on the shot clock, so a lot of time for Lynn Classical to work it. That's Margaret Welch's second block of the night. She's got 1 against each of their bigs inside. So you've watched Margaret for a few years. Is that a part of the game that she works on? Shot blocking?
Works on as much as just a natural ability for her. I mean, with her height, but also just the timing and court vision that she has, whether it be helping a teammate or on that last play, solo block on the drive.
Beautiful pass inside to Lily DeAndrea. She puts in the basket. Triton 4-9 now, trailing. Spin move by 11. Dulles was right. Good handle on that ball. Oh, she thought about it, but then she double dribbled because she was thinking about making that pass. So Summer Pollock into the game now. Mia Dupuy back in as well. Triton coach not afraid to make a lot of subs. Nobody's getting winded out there. Good switch, but that's going to be with the body. Yep, that's 2 fouls, I think, on Mackenzie Burns now. So this Triton team is only 4-11 on the season, the exact opposite record of Lynn Classical, 11-4. Have you seen? I mean, have there been changes over this team over the course of the season? Have you seen them get better at certain things? It's a travel. Yeah.
I think that the defense and the passing has improved a lot from the first couple games. I think one of our first games was a really tough opponent in North Andover, and just played them again last week. Another tough game, but since then, I feel like the turnovers have been less frequent, and that has led to us getting a little bit more rhythm on offense. Good second chance here for the Vikings. Good
Great
hustle.
second chance. Finally a whistle from that ref. He was right down there watching Lila Deandra get mugged underneath. So Addison Ewell going to the line. And hits the first. So 3 out of Triton's 5 points have come at the line tonight. Can make it 4 out of 6 right here. Doesn't, but a good rebound almost. Fight for it underneath. They don't come up with it. Minute 30 now left in this first quarter. Triton's defense has definitely showed up. They haven't found the rhythm on offense. I think they only give up that 1 3, one big long 3. Everything else has been pretty tight. And it looked like Lynn Classical was afraid to go inside, and then that girl turns it over on the pass. So, yeah. And I do love having this fan section here, man. This makes it a lot better when you got the boys cheering over there. That's pretty great. Take that. Nope, too late. Triton doesn't take a lot of threes, at least in the games that I've watched so far. I don't know if that's by design or just the talent that's on the floor. There's the 3 right there. And that's going to drop.
Cash.
Nicely done. Mia Dupuis knocks down the 3. Great shovel pass inside. Late getting to the girl with the ball, and that's a foul. And that was gonna be a foul no matter what. She was so late getting over there. So
Don't hate that foul there.
No.
And, a couple free throws rather than an open layup.
I'm on the line. It's going to be 5 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. So, take your time, get off a good shot. Don't give them a lot of time left. Lynn Classical, perfect from the line. 3-point game now. Can't really go 2 for 1 here. You just sort of need to play this possession down to the wire. And nice passes inside. Well done. Missed a layup, though, by Deandra. It's going to come the other way with a lot of time left on the clock, 25 seconds. Another strong pass inside. Oh, and it's going to go off Dupuis. That is tough. No, that's not Dupuis, number 2.
Deandra.
No, that's Deandra.
Still plenty of time on the clock to work with here.
It's got to be 5 seconds. Yeah, that's 5 seconds. Nice.
Great defense there. Fan section's loving that one.
That's a defense causing a turnover right there. That's beautiful. All right, you got time. Settle down. Get off a good shot here. No need to rush. Hasn't been working going inside too much. Need to find something else that'll work. Even if it's mid-range, something. Margaret turns around, looks inside, doesn't get off the pass she wants. 3-2-1. She hasn't got time. So if our stats guy was here, he would write that down as a turnover because, she did catch it before that whistle went off. So 11-8 at the end of the first quarter. And I saw really good defense, which is what we expected. But we also saw more turnovers than we certainly wanted and not the rebounding that we were hoping for. So far, the scouting report's pretty dead on for this game.
I will say I think it's been a good start holding the game to 3 points here, and Triton definitely plays a lot better in the second half of these games when they can keep it close. A lot of girls going in for subs there, so hopefully that leads to more confident shots in the second quarter and second half from a lot of the Viking squad.
You've seen a lot of the games this year. In their wins, has it been sort of a second-half team that comes out, or is it more the offense just eventually catches up? Like, what have you seen has worked in the second half of them? We're not even there. We're only in the second quarter. But
I think this is a great example. It's keeping it close in the first half, really important to let the offense kind of find their rhythm and get into a groove. And the wins that I've seen, it is when they find that groove and everyone on the floor is contributing to good open shots and, the confidence of having it be a close game I think that makes a huge difference and makes a lot more of those shots fall.
So here comes Triton with the possession. See if they change up anything on the offensive end. Still looking to go inside. Just going to try and spin and turn and shoot. No, they're going to call the walk. That's tough. So Summer Pollock there couldn't quite make that move inside. So Triton took the loss last night to Georgetown, a Georgetown team that's a lot different than Georgetown used to be. They actually hit 7 out of 21 threes, which is nuts. I know, Ben, that's college level percentages on hitting threes. They had a girl that had 2 threes on the whole year, and she shot 2 threes last night. Made them both.
Of course.
So absolutely crazy. So they play. That's the loss they're coming off. They have Pentucket here at home on Thursday night. They played them back in the first part of January, the 7th, and lost 56-20. So another tough game coming up here later in the week.
Yeah, I know Georgetown is a smaller school, but when they do have the sports that they specialize in, or they have maybe a run of a few good years because of a few great athletes that they can specialize and play really well.
And they have a couple great athletes on the girls' basketball team, and that's what it is. I don't know if you saw that on that possession, though, but Mia Dupuis read the court really well, saw the pass coming, and went for the steal. And unfortunately, her teammate with the tip, and she wasn't able to get to it. Good scrapping inside by DeAndrea. Get that rebound. Good to see Margaret shoot. Shooters got to keep shooting. Keep that confidence up. Bringing it inside again. Again, not quite working. We're coming back the other way. Yeah, Georgetown used to have good soccer teams. That was one of their strong. They had no football teams. So that kind of helped, I think.
Yeah, and I think it's still the case that Georgetown is a cooperative swimming team with Triton, Newburyport, and Pentucket, actually. Not a huge swimming community up here, but good score there for DeAndrea.
Fantastic pass inside from Welch, too. I mean, she saw her the whole time, put it right on her hands, and Lily DeAndrea just able to go right up. Another turnover caused by the defense. A little bit of defensive pressure. Chance here for the Vikings to go ahead. And on the court, we have Mackenzie Burns, number 33, Mia Dupuis, number 12, Lily DeAndrea, 2, Summer Pollock, and then Margaret Welch, who just made that pass. Again inside. DeAndrea not ready for it, and then a foul out of frustration, as Coach Doring would call it. A foof. Which is a silly term, but, once he says it, you can't not say it then after that. That guy, puts it in your head. So let's see what Triton's defense can do here. Off her foot. Could have been a kick, but no call. No call by the ref right there. Just to let it play out. Chance to shoot. She does. Nice catch and shoot. A little bit short. It's going to go off Triton. Is that number? Who was that took that shot? 15?
Number 10.
Or 10.
I believe Ashley Jones.
Ashley Jones.
Like to see that nice, confident catch and shoot 3.
Absolutely.
Wish that would fall, but I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Viking squad right now, and the game is close, and they're starting to throw up these confident shots, and they're going to start falling eventually.
Oh, but that one falls for number 11 from Lynn Classical. Another long pass. That's a turnover. No, she was out of bounds. That was awfully close. She's good, 11. She's quick.
That was quite the play there to read that pass, and I thought she may have stayed in bounds, but referee's got a better angle of it and stepped on the line there. But
yeah, but when you're up here in the booth, you can see everything, so it doesn't matter. You were always right when you're up here. Just saying.
Well, certainly the ref can't question me on the broadcast, so
no, he
argue
can't.
With that.
No, he can't. So Triton swinging the ball around really well, and now there's the pass inside. Dupuis banged up a little bit, but a good kick out doesn't come. Not in position for the rebound, so it's going to come back to Lynn Classical. Both teams a little bit stagnant on the offensive end. Good move, though. Right as I say stagnant, the girl makes a crazy good move. Triton manages to get out of what could have been a little bit of trouble there, feeding the ball inside to Dupuis, back outside. Very physical game so far, and yet minimum number of fouls. Great rebound, and there's a foul. That's what we were looking for.
That's Mia gets fouled down low. I like the passing. Triton's making a lot of good cuts right now. They're going to get the open looks inside as this game wears on and the Lynn Classical squad gets a little more tired. You can definitely notice that Triton is utilizing their subs a lot more.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that, it may very well just be a very well-conditioned Lynn Classical team, but without subbing as much, it could cost them later in the game.
Bringing in Riley McDonald now, number 11. As well as, I'm not even sure who else came in. Number 4, maybe? Isabel Burrell? Bella Burrell?
Yep.
Dupuis at the line, hoping she hits her second. That'll be a little bit short. So it's crazy. It's been a physical game, but I'm thinking there's been so many turnovers that maybe the refs just they don't need to call the physicalness as much because things like that. Oh, no, calling that a foul. That looked like just a simple turnover. So, all right. Burns with what might be her third. We'll have to check that at the half. So just under 4 minutes now in the second quarter. Triton still keeping it really close, but just haven't been able to break out with it. Oh, there we go. There we go. The moving screen on number 23. Just holding her hands up saying, what did I do? What did I do? A moving screen, apparently. Dupuis bringing it up. Welch in the center there. Not moving inside yet. A lot of good ball movement, but we haven't seen them bring it back inside in a little bit. And it's going to be 3 seconds, yep. So Welch comes for a little bit of a breather, bringing Lily DeAndrea back into the game. They pretty much, other than starting, do they often switch off a lot, or you see them on the court a lot together?
I'd say most of the time we're seeing them on the court together. Yeah. I'd imagine this is just a minute or so breather for Margaret before she comes in to finish out the half.
Good quick release by, great tie-up by Lynn Classical. Quick release by number 23 for Lynn Classical. Believe she thinks she got fouled? She might have, actually.
Yeah, his shot was definitely very wide off, so yeah. It was either tipped or she got hit on the way up.
So Triton's offense back into the same rhythm here, kind of working the ball inside, kicking it back out for the shot. Dupuis decides not to go for it, swings it over, nice pass, doesn't go. Margaret can't get there. No, that's not Margaret. Who's 11?
Riley McDonald.
Riley McDonald can't quite get the rebound, but she's there to make the block. Misdirected it at least. Oh, a save by Dupuis, but unfortunately it goes to the other team, and a 3, and it drops. That is a unfortunate little turn there.
Really important offensive possession right here, just to try to get 2 here. Don't need to take any crazy shots. Try a 3 that's not worth it or open, but really need to see some points go up on the board now. Mia does take the 3.
The 3 doesn't go. Good tip. Going to be a jump ball. It's going to be, unfortunately, Lynn Classical ball. Margaret's going to come back in. Dupuis coming off to get a little bit of a breather. So both teams kind of running with the same offensive playbook despite the low score. Hasn't been a lot of adjustment other than maybe having a little bit more driving by Lynn Classical. It's not really getting them anywhere. We're trying to be more aggressive with the ball. Good move, doesn't go. Great rebound, kicks it out to Margaret. Margaret unafraid to run the floor. She's got help down low by DeAndrea. She's there, she gets fouled. They're going to call the travel. That's tough. Gotta like when the tallest player on the team is willing to run the ball up the court, like fearless. Gotta love that. Great defense. Get that ball
The
out.
turnover,
Nicely done.
great.
There we go. That hurry up is going to help him, I think. Good look from Ava. And that's going to be still Lynn Classical ball. Nope. There's the turnover we're looking for. Defensive pressure. DeAndrea and Ava Johnson forcing that. Number 15 coming back into the game, Madison Ewell. McDonald's coming off. You know, coaching youth basketball, I once had 6 players on the court at one time for like 3 or 4 possessions.
It sounds like a great coaching strategy.
Yeah. Well, we were up by a lot, or we were down by a lot. I think we were down by a lot, so it kind of didn't matter to anybody. And
Another
it
turnover
didn't make a
there.
difference. Yeah, you're right. Another turnover. So Triton this is going to be the 3rd straight chance for them to close this lead from 17 to 10 to something a little closer before we go into the half. They've had a couple of good possessions. One really good catch and shoot on a 3. It didn't drop. A couple offensive rebounds. They really do need to get something here, though. Long pass. Now it's inside. DeAndrea's going to go to work, kick it out to Margaret Welch. There's a shot. Gets her own rebound. Going to drive. Excellent drive. Doesn't go. Good hard effort on the inside, but Lynn Classical still comes up with it. She's got help, and I'm amazed that girl caught that ball. But she can't put in the layup. 40 seconds, plenty of time. Play 2 for 1 here, but there's not really enough time for that. And there we go, going to the line. Nicely done.
Bella Burrell, nice drive there. Goes up with the left. Can't get it to fall, but any chance for points before the half is great news for the Vikings.
Triton at the line has not been great tonight, but that's going to drop. Second one's going to miss. No chance for the rebound there. 28 seconds. Shot clock is off. I don't know if Lynn Classical has a slowdown play. Well, they don't use it. They just put up the shot right away, giving Triton 20 seconds now. Get the ball down. Plenty of time, plenty of time, plenty of time. Work it around. Somebody's got to move. Somebody's got to move inside. They only have 10 seconds now. There's Lily DeAndrea going inside, kicks it out. Chance for Burrell at the 3, and it's going to drop. That's fantastic basketball right there.
Great way to close out the
Absolutely
half.
have to love that. 3-pointer at the half to close it to 14 to 17. Really well done by the Triton Vikings. Absolutely owned that second quarter. Well, I guess actually same score. They got 6, and so did Lynn Classical. I keep wanting to say Manchester Essex. I have no idea why.
Another green team.
It's not really
Another green team.
That might be it. I've been so conditioned after all the years of looking at the same color. So we will we'll take a break for a few minutes, and we'll come back before the half starts.
Sounds great.
percentage of the roster for Lynn Classic?
And we're back, and we're just waiting for Lynn Classical to come out on the field. On the field. See, I don't know. My mind is not.
I feel like we need to commentate some soccer games.
I know. That must be where my mind is. So we're going to start this third quarter with the Triton Vikings down just by 3. And honestly, it was the one really deep 3 early in the second quarter that sort of makes the difference here by Lynn Classical, because otherwise Triton has just played really solid defense. Just been struggling a lot on offense. We'll see if things change up as the second half starts. What are you going to look for, Ben, to see a difference in this game? Not that.
Yeah, definitely trimming up the turnovers, but keeping the pressure on and keep playing this aggressive style basketball that the Vikings, I think, are known for. Force Lynn Classical to get tired, work for every basket that they can get, and the shots are just going to have to fall for the Vikings, and they're going to have to catch fire a little bit.
Both teams coming out with the same starting 5 started off the game, and there's a quick 2 points for Lynn Classical. And I think you're right that the advantage that Triton seems to have is a deeper bench, so they may have to go to it more. I do think they need to start making these passes a little quicker and making them a little less predictable, because it feels like they're making a lot of the same passes every time down the court and just not getting the kind of offensive rhythm they need. There's a good look. Another good pass. They got to be just a little quicker here to make something happen. That could have been a foul. I'm not sure why it wasn't. Going to be a pass inside, and she's going to get fouled and go to the line. So Lily Deandra in the right spot. And after the first half, where there were almost no fouls called, we've already had 2 in the first minute. So at the line, she's got 4 points already on the night. Puts in a 5th.
So what I would like to see a lot more of, Triton has been doing the swing around pass over the top of the key, but in the end of that second quarter there, that big 3 that they had to keep the game close, I believe it was someone came in. I think it was Lily came in for a cut. Margaret hit her on the cut, and then she found the open man on the wing after that for a great look that ended up falling. So we need to see more of those cuts. Whether or not it leads to a basket, someone's going to be open on the wing.
And just can't have any sloppy passes. Can't have any sort of telegraphed passes here. And there's a good drive by Dupuis, and she's going to get fouled. So minute and a half into this game, in this third quarter, we already have 3 fouls. I think you're right. They need to cut and pass and drive and shoot, and not just swing the ball around the outside. Although, she almost took that. She's going to long swing out to Burns. The freshman getting some time early in this game as well. There's the work inside to Deandria. Deandria with a great left-handed shot. Beautiful in the paint. She's got all 4 points of the Vikings in the second half so far.
Yep, the help didn't come. Leandra gets a good look. One-on-one like that. Those are going to start to fall when she heats up.
Another long 3. Not going to drop. Welch not in the right spot for the rebound. Going to call that a jump ball, though.
Quick jump ball, which I find sometimes watching these games that the refs can be a little trigger-happy with the jump ball call, and that one definitely seemed like he could have let that play out.
Sometimes that's like a safety, kind of like, you don't want girls getting hurt. And the way Margaret's arm was kind of barely in there, I kind of think it probably worked out to her advantage. Oh, and that ball doesn't drop. Margaret was all spun around. But they get lucky that time. And then the freshman looks up a little too quickly, but there's a nice steal by Deandria. Great move. They're going to call that no shot. They're going to call it a foul on the floor. No, they're going to call it charge. Deandria with the body, I guess. Lynn Classical coach upset, not sure why. So number 11, Perez, bringing the ball down. She spent a lot of their offense tonight. she doesn't get that there. Good play by Mackenzie Burns. She's going to come down the court. She's got to Andrea. Beautiful pass. And that's fantastic basketball by the Triton Vikings to close it to just a 1-point game here. That's the freshman Burns making that pass. And actually, really credit to Lily DeAndrea for being able to catch that. Perez is who they were worried about ahead of the game with her handle, and she really has been a strong player for Lynn Classical. They got to get the ball in, and there's 5 seconds again. Oh, no, timeout. So a Tuesday night game here at Triton, and we want to thank Bailey and Carly for being the student crew tonight. A couple of sophomore lacrosse and field hockey players stepping in, telling us all about the great field hockey season they had and their expectations for a very good lacrosse season coming up this spring. Looking forward to hearing all about that. Sophomores with a couple teammates or a couple classmates on the team, which is nice. Ben, you did not play lacrosse when you were here. You played soccer and anything else. You ran track, right?
I did run track for a time. I ended up swimming.
Oh, right. That's right. Swimming, too.
I played baseball.
And baseball. Okay. One of the baseball teams that made it to the tournament or no?
Yeah, we made the tournament a couple of years, but I wasn't really all that good at baseball, so not much to my credit. But baseball is a fun game because, I didn't play that much, but it's always great to just sit on the bench and get the seeds and love the atmosphere of a baseball game. So,
I believe, Benjamin, you were on one of the Little League teams that I coached where we had like half
the White Sox.
Half
the White Sox.
Yeah, half the team had Old Testament names. We had 2 Benjamins. We had a Jedediah. We had a Noah. It was pretty amazing. Nice rebound by Mackenzie Burns. Triton coming up the other way, and they've got a chance now to. That was over and back. She was starting to dribble it on one side, and then she dribbled on the other. Anyway, yeah, Triton had a chance there to take the lead, but instead another turnover. Mia Dupuy fighting for it. How's that girl not out of bounds?
Oh, it looked like she stepped down.
Margaret going to take a breather. That'd be Summer Paula coming in for her. Tejada there for Manchester Essex for Classical. And again, great play by Burns, Mackenzie Burns, almost with the steal. Instead, that's going to be a turnover because it should be Triton ball now, right? Yep.
Yeah, Mackenzie, steal early on in this quarter and really great defense.
So let's see some offense here by the Triton Vikings. This is their opportunity to take the lead. And again, they're struggling with some passes, but going inside, time to go to work, and it just won't drop, and then she's going to be called for the foul. Couldn't help herself after missing the layup. Can't blame her for that. That's not out of frustration. That's out of frustration at the ball not going in. Not the player, not the mistake you made. Just the ball not rewarding you for the effort. So halfway through the third quarter, Triton's still down, but only by 1. This is Tang, one of their starters out there with the ball. Unafraid to drive, and a great pass. Fantastic pass. Looked like a really clean block by Lily DeAndrea, but is she going to get called? No, it's going to be on number 3. Or number 5, or what did he call? Oh, number 3.
Yeah, number 3.
Yeah, I think that's Pollock. Yeah, Summer Pollock getting the call, which is good because DeAndrea has at least 2 on her, probably 3. So before Eth at the line for Lynn Classical makes her first. She's one of their starters as well. Actually, I think they still have all the starters out there again. Long rebound. Triton's going to keep it. Here comes Mackenzie Burns to Dupuy. So there's a combination I'm going to see a lot next year as well. That had to be a foul. I'm not entirely sure what in the world the referees didn't see there. And that ball's not going to drop. And that's hard to understand, right? I mean,
wow. She just got body checked in the paint.
She did. She did. And I don't know, is Coach Dulles going to go have a word? Because I'm not sure what that was. She was absolutely getting body. You're right, body check. That was a little hockey play inside there. But it's only a 2-point game, and Triton has, like you said, Ben, they have just kept this close. The thing they need to do is break out with some offense.
I'd like to see, hopefully, some transitional offense. We'll see it with Kenzie hitting DeAndrea earlier on this quarter, but some more of that. Getting the subs in, try to outwind, have better legs on us in the second half of this game, because a couple of the games that I have seen where we've had success and we get a win, it is the second half is kind of an avalanche of transition offense, beating them on the fast break, because it's a well-coached team.
Yeah.
We play solid defense, clearly. So when we can play the good defense and wear them out, hopefully we start connecting those passes, longer passes down the court.
And some transition offense would be good. We really haven't seen that much of it tonight. It's been a lot of bring it down, set up and run the passing and around the perimeter. Maybe a little change of pace. Let's start bringing the ball up faster. We're starting to see that kind of style of play a lot more in college basketball now, where you've got some coaches that are experimenting with, down the court in 2 passes and shooting by the 3rd pass. Call that a jump ball. Okay. But that takes an enormous amount of confidence in your players to be able to make that long pass, to be able to read that transition offense quickly. And at this level, it's a lot easier to say, let's bring it up and let's settle down and figure out where we're going to go with the ball. But in a game like this, you want to maybe change things up and say, all right, let's switch to a faster rhythm on our offense. Wow. Can't really credit the defense with that turnover. That was, and here comes the first press of the game. Lynn Classical. That might have been why that coach called the timeout, to remind me they were going to go into it. We'll see what kind of press it is. It's a trap. Almost works. Instead, it's a foul on number 5. That's Tejada. 3rd foul of the quarter. Actually, 3 for both teams now. Dulles brings Welch back into the game. We'll see. They're going to trap. They got to move quicker out of that. They're going to get it across. There is no 10-second rule in girls basketball, and then she's going to be fouled. Going the line, shooting 2. So when you get trapped like that, there's no need to rush it across the court. You can play it back. There's no 10-second.
Oh, there
isn't. In the girls, Massachusetts girls high school basketball, there's no 10-second to get it across half court. I think it's the only level that it's played like that, but it is. And DeAndrea was going to miss her first.
So at what point will they start shooting after the foul count?
I think
they go
5.
1 and 1 after 5, and then 7? They
7, I think.
Start shooting 2.
Yep. And DeAndrea hits 1 out of her 2, and we're still at a 1-point game. 2.5 minutes left now in this 3rd quarter. Good drive, all the way under the net. Nothing there for it. Tang with the ball. Solid defense by one of the freshmen, number 15. And again, solid defense, really not letting her go anywhere. The ball's off her feet, and she was trying to grab it before she had it. Now this is that transition offense we wanted to see more of. Kind of a runner. I don't know if she was looking to make a pass, take a shot. She couldn't really decide. Number 15 there, Addison Ewell.
Decided late there. Thought she might hit Andrea in the paint.
A little alley-oop would have been nice, Have Lily DeAndrea just slam it down. Maybe not.
I would probably jump right out of my chair down these stairs. Lily DeAndrea elevated for an alley-oop.
Good pressure up high by Ewell. She gets shoved down, and then they're going to call 3 seconds. A little bit of a one rep bailing out the other, because that little hook move that the Lynn Classical girl did was impressive, but not legal. dribbling into trouble. Going to be a timeout. Coach Dulles is going to get out the board and say, look, this is how we break this press. It's pretty simple. They're letting them make that first pass in, and then they're trapping with 2 players and trying to force them to the sideline. So you got to catch it. You got to pass it right back to the girl underneath the basket, who's got to look one way or the other. You've got to either come right back to you again. Oftentimes on a trap like that, what will happen is, so if the inbound pass goes to the sideline and they trap like that, and the girl that catches it immediately passes it back to the girl who inbounded it, who needs to get herself in bounds, by the way. I've seen that happen where they're still standing out of bounds and the ball comes back to them. But when that happens, 99 times out of 100, the 2 players that were trapping will instinctively follow the ball or move off to the middle, and so that pass goes right back to the girl on the sideline and she can come up the court. Or at a minimum, she'll get at least another 10, 20 feet and then be able to pass it to somebody on the other side of half court. I don't know if that's the way Dulles likes to break a press like this, but again, 99 times out of 100, if the first pass goes back to the girl that inbounded it, it opens up the court because the defense tends to react to that more than they would to a girl pivoting, more than they would to a girl looking for an open player. And we go through all of that, and then Classical calls off the press. Well, that's frustrating. Hopefully they'll bring it back so we can see what happens here. Looking for Margaret. She almost took that. Instead, she's going to swing it. Looking to go to DeAndrea inside. She's got to get out of the paint. She does. Mackenzie Burns driving. Nowhere to go. And that's going to be a turnover. And to some degree, that's on Lily DeAndrea for not coming back to the ball in the right spot. She saw Mackenzie Burns drive like that. She needed to swing further over, closer to us on that, to her right. Give her space to make the pass. Somebody's got to shoot. Nice pass inside to DeAndrea. Goes to work, and that's it. The Triton Vikings take the lead here with 1.5 minutes left in this third quarter. 23-22 on Lily DeAndrea, who's having a really good night.
Strong Looks like move. Someone got a hand on that one.
Yeah. Riley McDonald coming in now for Summer Pollock. McDonald brings some height as well. So hopefully we'll see a shift in the rebounding here. Good defensive play. Still drops, though. Nothing you can do about that. Here's this trap, and then she walked. Did she travel? Yeah. So that's a tough turnover because they had time to talk about what they were going to do. I think she caught it and was indecisive. That's when you make that kind of turnover. Good foul by Triton, only the 4th. Foul on Addison Ewell.
Nice. Good hustle there by Lynn Classical to get back in the breakaway there.
Really nice defense by that girl, number 23. And good enough that we'll look up her name and see what it was, or what it is, because that was really well done.
Well, they got 3 on Lily now. They kick it out.
She's still getting it inside. There's the pass inside. Nicely done. Beautiful play to Mia Dupuis. Her second basket of the night. Triton takes the lead back from Lynn Classical. Tang out on the wing. Hasn't been a threat to shoot all night. Great block, and they're going to call a foul on Margaret. That's tough. I have to say one thing, Ben. I've called these games for a long time, and it's I've been made fun of a little bit by my peers for using first names, because of course, you know, in college and pro and all, they don't, you know, I mean, other than like a LeBron or something like that. Although I think I just compared Margaret to LeBron, so there we go. But it's hard not to.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Margaret asked me to call her Welch or 2-4 on the broadcast, but Margaret has way too many good nicknames like Maggie or just Mags.
You can do the nicknames. I just need to call her either Margaret or I guess I could call her Welch. It just doesn't come to me as instinctively as Margaret. So having seen her play with Maeve back in the day, so good decision there not to make that pass because that was going to get jumped. Good look inside. There it is outside. Welch with a 3, and that's not going to go. Great rebound by McKenzie. She shoots. That is not a foul, but that is. And that's going to drop.
Lily with the right hand. She's actually a natural lefty. You see her go to the left side of the paint so often, but gets the tough right hand to go and the foul.
If she can drop this in here, she's already got 12 points on the night. So she's responsible for well more than half of the Triton Vikings point total here. So McDonald will come out, Burns will come out. Yeah, and I do think what Triton has that Lynn Classical doesn't is just a much stronger bench. That'll drop. Well done. I'm running out of space on my little made-up score sheet here to keep track of Lily DeAndrea. Tang running the ball quick. Looks for Vasquez Perez. Hesitation there. No chance to shoot. She's going to throw it up. Ooh. That was close. Closer than I thought it was going to be. So we're going to go into the fourth quarter with the Triton Vikings having a lead at 28-25.
God, I would love for the fourth quarter to just start right now. No rest. No rest, and just get them back out there. But
so we'll see. I mean, if I was Lynn Classical, I would keep up that full court press on the inbounds under the basket, only on a made basket or an out of bounds play, because it has worked. I mean, Triton has really struggled to try and break that the limited times that they've faced it. The downside is it tires your players out, and their players are already tired. And playing defense full court is much harder than playing offense full court. Much more physically demanding. So what's your prediction here, Ben? What's going to happen?
Well, of course, I'm going to predict a Viking win at the end of the day, but I think, with this, I think the student section gets a little loud here. We get a couple quick baskets to grow the lead by maybe 3 or 4 possessions. And I think if that happens, I think we might run away with this game in the fourth quarter and win by 10+. If Lynn Classical can keep it close, then it's going to be a great game down to the wire. But I'm really hoping that the fresh legs of the Vikings will deliver them to victory here and extend this lead.
And we're seeing a slightly different lineup coming out on the floor to start off the fourth quarter. We've got Addison Ewell out there, along with Margaret and Lily DeAndrea and Mia Dupuis. And they got a chance to swing. And instead, a long 3, that's going to drop. Addison Ewell with a 3.
Fan section's loving that one. Let's hope they stay loud during this defensive possession here.
Addison Ewell, just a
3
freshman
seconds,
too.
and it's another turnover.
Addison Ewell, one of the freshmen out there, and she was fearless taking that. That was contested. That was not an open 3. You hear open a lot when it really isn't, and that was not open. But fearless about taking that shot. Don't shoot from there though. You're really deep. Gonna swing it around, and that's some good defense by Lynn Classical, not Manchester Essex, but it definitely is a physical game out there. Refs are letting them play. And again, Margaret up top. Oh, good play inside. Little runner doesn't roll though. Little pressure, and now we're coming back the other way. 11's going to be danger. She's going to go right to the bucket. Not going to get a call. I'm not sure she deserved a call. She sort of fell on her own there. Number 11 Perez. Good pass inside. Good move. Doesn't go. Smart defense by Manchester Essex there. So all of a sudden this game has just turned into a little bit of a track meet. Running up and down the court. It's completely different than what we saw for 3 straight quarters. I'm not sure who to give the advantage to if it continues to roll like that, because neither team has had much of a fast break, fast tempo offense. Margaret Welch.
Block. Good hustle to get the...
Oh, and that's going to be a foul. number 4, but yeah, that was a good hustle. Burrell with the foul. First one of the quarter on Triton. Let's see what they run here. They tend to like to make the pass inside. Only once have they really gone outside with it. Well, there they do right now. And
keeps going for the landing zone foul there.
She's going to stick the landing eventually, but and that one was a little closer. There was a little bit of contact after the shot, but you gotta find a better way to sell that. A little bit of a mess there from Ewell. Now here's a chance for a layup. Perez goes inside. It drops. No call, no foul. Coming back the other way, and there was just some really heavy contact underneath. Not sure what's going on. Bella's got to come out because I think she's probably more emotionally angry about what happened than physically hurt by what happened. But it's really getting chippy out there. 4-point game now with 6 minutes left. This is when you wish there were 3 refs for these kind of games because somebody missed something pretty bad.
Yeah, I didn't even see the contact there. So.
And now McKenzie a little bit more hesitant to shoot. Not really squaring up when she catches that ball. Looking to go inside. Good work. Kicks it out. There's Dupuis. Now it's Welch. Welch with a 3. That's going to go in and out. And really strong rebound by number 20 there on Ikbuda on Classical. I do love the fans. You got to love a good student section. And they got a lot to cheer about. This team's going to be around and going to be good for a while with all these young players. So, kind of fantastic. Lily DeAndre, did you see that? She just stood there at the 3-point or the foul line and yawned. No, I mean she's working hard tonight. I don't blame her for being tired. Now she needs some help. Good timeout by Dulles. Can't drive into that corner and just pick up the dribble. But you also need your teammates to read that a lot quicker and come over and help you out. All right, so what are we going to see, Ben Hall? 4-point game. It's not the runaway you wanted.
I mean, I know. It's great basketball. I like the refs are letting the physicality play out a little bit because no one wants to watch a whistle fest and, everyone go to the line. But I think they've officiated a good game so far, letting them play. And I'm excited for a few more minutes of great basketball here.
And to your point about the physicality, I think when Lynn Classical looks at that scoreboard right now, I don't know which of their players might be in foul trouble, but they got a lot of fouls to give. So there's absolutely no holding back on playing defense here. I'm playing a very physical defense, which they have been playing all night. But when you're going into the last, I think it's probably at least 5 minutes left in this game, and you haven't committed a foul yet, or you haven't been called for a foul yet, then there's no reason to sort of hold back. Yeah, 5 minutes and 4 seconds left here in this game. Triton ball underneath their own basket. Mia Dupuis to inbound. Margaret and Lily DeAndre on the court. Going to look all the way across. No, it's going to stay this way.
Did look like it may have tipped off of Mackenzie Burns there, but
well, the students are over there, so, you give them a break. Dupuis to inbound again. Quick screen for Margaret, comes up top. Another quick screen for her. Roll off and look inside. Dupuis can't get the pass off. It's another turnover coming the other way, and here's the fast. Oh, that's a carry, yeah. Tang with the carry. And Summer Paula coming back into the game. Giving Addison Ewell a rest. That's funny. So, Lynn Classical, when they press, it's worked for them, and yet they don't play a very high defense. Like, they wait back. I guess they've gotten enough steals tonight that it's working for them, but on the other hand, they're just not coming up and pressing the way I would think they would on the half-court game. Good pressure from the Triton Vikings. It's going to be a turnover. Stay Triton ball. And the student section a little confused about which way the ball is going to go. That's all right.
Maybe it isn't the basketball team that came out to watch tonight.
Could be the swim team, could be the wrestling team.
Oh, no chance that the swim team would have that many guys on it. I think when I was on the swim team from all 4 schools, it was, I think, like 7 or 8 guys total from 4 regional districts. Not a great look.
So going to the line now for the Triton Vikings will be Summer Pollock. She's not on the board tonight. It would be great to get her with some points. She can make these frees. Ooh, misses the first, although it looked good. Still a 4-point game. It was a great pass inside. She got hacked going up for the layup, which honestly was a great foul because it forced, didn't hit the rim. It was a good foul by Lynn Classical because send her to the line rather than letting her have that layup, especially when you're not in foul trouble at all. So quick dribble into the corner and stop. Good defense right there, and is Triton going to be able to get the rebound? No, long rebound comes all the way out to Perez. She brings it inside.
Good defense. I'm just happy Margaret didn't foul there after not getting the turnover or getting possession after that first one.
After that first block.
Yeah.
Margaret picks up her dribble, but she finds Mackenzie Burns on the side. 20 seconds on the clock. There's plenty of time. Just don't make that pass that you don't want to, like that one. A little bit of defense there from trying to try and slow her down, but now we're still a 4-point game, 3:30 left. Long 3, not going to go. Strong rebound by Lynn Classical underneath. Tang with a 3, that's not going to go.
From the parking lot.
Yeah, that was really deep. So again, you got to make a choice here as a coach, as a team. Do you want to pick up the pace, pick up the tempo on your offense? It's only a 4-point lead, and there's an awful lot of time left in this game. And those passes are just not working to go inside. And there's another foul on DeAndrea. And at this point, I think Coach Dulles simply leaves her in the game. There's no point in taking her out if she's got, say, 4 fouls now. She's been their offense tonight, but you kind of want her on the court now. You want to try and extend that lead, do as much damage as you can. There's a 3. That's not going to go. Margaret with a rebound. Needs some help. Finds it in Dupuy.
Really need a score here. If Lynn Classical keeps throwing up these threes, you don't want 1 or 2 of them to fall and have your lead be erased.
And the last 2 possessions and almost 3 possessions in a row have been turnovers on passes. Welch comes all the way inside. She still needs help. Goes outside. Oh, that's a foul. You can't blame number 11 there, Perez, for that foul. Because, the quick shake of the hands because Mackenzie knew it. She was ducking to not get hit with the ball in the back of the head, which she would have been if she hadn't ducked. So even though it looked like kind of a football tackle to the chest, she actually was ducking, and you can't blame her. Fresh shot clock, 4-point game, 2.5 left. And they got to stop making the bad passes, but the good shots will be good. And that doesn't go. Good tie up underneath. Going to be a jump ball. It's going to be Lynn Classical for the moment. Ava Johnson coming back in the game. Bella Burrell coming back in the game. Coach Dulles has used almost his whole bench tonight, I believe. It's been one of those games he's needed everybody.
So, he takes DeAndrea out there.
No, that's not a foul. Come on. Margaret getting called. Trying to make the block. Just going to go to the line, I think. Yeah, probably, yeah.
And that's what I was thinking. I think Lily and Mia are probably coming right back in after this defensive possession.
Still that 4-point game. See how she does here. So when it's varsity boys basketball and there's a student section, they will make a ton of noise when the other team is at the line. But you don't hear that here. Oh, she knocks them both down. 2-point game now.
There they go with the press.
There's the press we were expecting. Just go. You got help. There you go. Now you got a 3-on-2. Making some good passes. Good shot. That's going to drop. Oh, that looked good, didn't it?
Really good.
Another good pass. All the way back out to
Chance.
Margaret.
Love to see him settle down here. Yeah.
Plenty of time. 30 seconds. It's only a 2-point game with what's going to be a minute 30. Triton has not had a basket in a little while. It's been a lot of passes that have been tipped and intercepted. Let's see if they can get off a good, clean shot here. The one time they did get a good shot inside, it was blocked, or rather it was a foul. Went to the line and couldn't hit him. Here's Dupuis at the top. Good-looking three, doesn't go. Scrappy on the rebound, but it doesn't go. And then Margaret's going to get called with the body, and that's tough. 75 feet from the basket, you can't get that foul. So Triton with that 4-point lead. Now it's just a 2-point lead.
And 4 fouls here, too. The next, you got to be careful. Can't give them too many free ones in the last minute and a half of this game.
Yeah, this is you can't foul the Vikings can't foul because then they go to the line. They can't give up any of those threes that they gave up early in the game. They really it's got to be. It's tough. It can't be the same defense because the same defense has been physical, but lately getting called with fouls. It really is going to come down not to probably. It sounds crazy to say it's not going to be the defense. It's going to be the offense getting the ball up the court, making smart passes, not turning the ball over. It's been going to make all the difference in this game. I mean, what is it, a minute and a half, minute 20, something like that? That's 2 possessions for each team if you can bleed out the clock when it's on your end. And Triton has been good about passing the ball around the perimeter. What they need to do is pass the ball around the perimeter without getting those tips and those steals by Lynn Classical. And on the defensive end, I don't know. You can't say let him come in the lane because a couple times now they've been able to get inside. Minute 24. So
again, Lily and Mia on the bench for the defensive half.
And
we got another stoppage.
Looking at the lineup, and Dulles decides to take a timeout. I have no idea how many timeouts you get anymore in girls varsity high school basketball, but electing to use one here now, whatever he saw he didn't like. And then I think what's critical is if they can get a stop and then they can get a clean look down the other end. I mean, that's and if they give up a basket, then they have to absolutely break that press. Because if Lynn Classical hits here, if they score, they're immediately going to go back into that press, and Triton cannot give up possession if Lynn Classical scores. But if they don't, if they get a stop, if they get either a rebound or get a turnover, they need to move the ball up the court as fast as they can, and then slow it down, then bleed the clock, but don't get stuck in the backcourt. So we got the usual out there for the Vikings. Summer Pollock out there with Mackenzie Burns, Margaret. I don't see DeAndre on the court right now. Good work inside. Lynn Classical going right to their bread and butter. Nice block by Margaret. And now they got to move that ball up the court. And now bleed the clock. All right, now settle down. You can see Coach Dulles holding his hand out.
Need a really good looking shot right here if you're going to throw one up.
It's only a 2-point game. You got to work it. You got to get a good shot off. There's another timeout.
I'm nervous. Oh my God, my heart's pounding.
We've had a lot of close games here in the Viking ship, and last game wasn't close. This game is a lot more fun. It's a lot more fun when it's a close game. And maybe Coach Dulles was right to call that timeout so that they made sure they had the right defense. Now he's not sure what they're going to work on offense, so good to call the timeout here because a basket here doesn't seal it in any way, but anything less than a really good shot is going to be a lot of trouble for the Vikings. Lynn Classical definitely feels like they have a shot of stealing this game, and it would be a steal. Like Triton was up by 6, I think, at one point. So.
Yeah, I bet
which
you Dulles
isn't a lot, but
I bet you Dulles right now is drawing up something to try to get Lily the ball in the paint, and if the defense collapses, which I'm sure they will, kick it out.
Yeah.
And if it's not a great shot off the first pass, just kick it out and try again.
And if I'm Lynn Classical, I'm fouling the first girl that gets the ball, because then that completely interrupts their play, and there's no harm to it. Triton has the ball on their offensive end already. Let Triton get the ball in and start to think they're going to run a play, and then foul immediately, like right now. And now Triton would be out of their rhythm and not know what to do because they're not running the play that the coach set up. Instead, Triton's going to have 10 seconds now to get a shot off. Good look. Another good look. Still need somebody to shoot. It's going to be out to Burns. Somebody's got to shoot. Dupuis. Nope, we're working it all the way around, and they don't get the shot off, and that's going to be tough. 40 seconds left now in this game.
Need a defensive stand right here.
Here comes Lynn Classical, down only 2 points. See if they look to go inside, or if Perez or one of their other shooters goes up with it. Nope, they're going to try and force it inside. And why they're not pressing, I don't know. They only got 20 seconds left. They need to get on the ball. They got 3 fouls to give.
Coach is calling for a foul.
There he goes, yeah.
Wow.
Not going the line, it's just out of bounds. Stops the clock. I don't know, the coach ought to be calling a timeout. Yeah, Lynn Classical coach calls a timeout. Again, this is where you, and I'm just looking at it from the Lynn Classical perspective, you let them inbound the ball. As soon as they inbound the ball, you foul the first goal. You got 2 more fouls to give. You don't want them to get into the whatever play the coach is calling on the bench. Although what happened the last time was Triton just got the ball and then just worked it around and worked it around and worked it around. Never quite got off that clean shot. But Ben, you must be good luck bringing us an exciting game. So, or maybe it's Carly who's good luck because
I like to wear my
Bailey was
Triton
here last
gear.
game and it wasn't close. So Carly must be good luck for it. Are you wearing some Triton gear?
This is vintage Brad Smith merchandise right here. Ice, intensity, concentration, execution.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
Mr. Smith would come in. It was his last year teaching when we were on the soccer team, so he just came into the locker room with a few trash bags full of old clothes that I guess just didn't get picked up, or extra T-shirts from over the years. So we all got a pick at a couple good ones. I got a 2002 Triton alumni basketball game.
Nice. All right, so 17 seconds left on the clock. Need some movement here. Going to work the ball into Margaret. She's going to, what a great play by Margaret Welch to keep that ball alive. 13 seconds.
Looks like a reach.
A lot of physicality.
I'm going to call the reach there.
So 20 is going to come out. 13 is going to come in for Lynn Classical. She's not going the line. Nope. Now it's going to be Dupuis that inbounds it again.
So no fouls to give.
10 seconds. No shot clock. No fouls to give for Lynn Classical. But they got to get that ball in. She's got it.
Nice.
They try and trap. There's definitely a foul. Whoa. She's shooting the 1-on-1. So Margaret Welch is going to go to the line, the senior, with a 2-point lead and a chance to kind of ice the game. I mean, 5 seconds, you never know. But that is a lot of time. It certainly is long enough to run a play and get a 3-pointer off. But if she can hit these free throws.
Let's see Maggie make both.
First one in and out. And I don't think she has a basket tonight, so she makes this one, then we're looking at a minimum of overtime. And I will give a shout out to my colleagues on the Newberry Finance Committee meeting because I'm gonna be a little late. So meeting starts in 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be right here calling this game. So some things are super important. Triton girls varsity basketball is super important. So especially when it's a 2-point game against Lynn Classical, which I can't recall ever playing in any sports.
I don't think
or calling ever before.
I don't think we ever played them in soccer or baseball. Maybe baseball.
But they played them twice this year, and it's been a fun team to watch. I mean, there's certainly some talent on that Lynn Classical team. So we'll see what happens here. The last 7 seconds, right? I think it's 7
or 10. All right.
So Margaret's got it's possible my scoring is terrible, and she already has a basket, but this might be her first point if she can get this basket. It's been that kind of night where I feel like she's been super important on the defensive end, a bunch of blocks, forcing a lot of turnovers, but the offense hasn't gone through her the way it went through Lily DeAndrea.
So I'm assuming Dallas in their last matchup. Margaret usually plays down low, and they'll be looking to hit her in the paint. But I'm assuming Dallas probably tried to change that because when Margaret does heat up in games like this that can be close, they will collapse on her in the paint. So she's been out making passes on the wing, but.
And that's going to be the end of the game. They're not going to call a foul on that, and good thing they didn't. And that's going to be 32. Well, I'm not sure she would have hit all 3 and I don't think it was really a foul. Doesn't even matter. 32-29 is going to be our final score here in Byfield, and that was a fantastic game. Ben, you are good luck. You are a really good book. Here we go. We got the scorebook, so we can go over the high scores. I have Lily Dandrier with 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14 points on the game tonight, and we'll see if that's accurate. Do they don't add them up for me, so not quite as good as Mr. Gundram, but I'm going to go with my scores. My scores are Mia Dupuy with 5, Margaret with 1 big one there at the end, super important. As I mentioned, Lily DeAndrea with, what did I say, 14?
13 or 14.
13 or 14. Bella Burrell with 4 points. Burns with 2, and Ewell with 4. So really good win for the Triton Vikings. The 5th win of the season. They go into 3 more games left. One against Pentucket here on Thursday night. Then Linfield, who they already beat once this year.
That was
take it back. Yep, Thursday, and then they have 4 more games. They also play Essex Aggie, who they beat earlier this year as well. So 2 chances to get to 7 wins on the season, but a really good win tonight. So thank you again to Bob Lathrop. Thank you to Bailey and Carly. Thank you, Ben Hall, for bringing me along.
That was a blast. Thank you. First time commentating, so you made it look easy for me. So thank you.
Excellent job. Thanks.